So in this video, we'll look at how to install the Horizon connection server. So log on to connection server. Download and keep the software ready. So I downloaded 7.10. So launch the connection server. Click on next. Select the agreement. Click on next. Click on next. Select. So here we can see connection server instance you want to install. Select the standard server. The first server which we are going to install, we have to select a standard server. The IPv4 IP address. Then select FIPS enabled. Cryptography. So we have to make sure that this is enabled because we are going to use Unified Access Gateway with FIPS. So this is your recovery password. Select the configure Windows firewall automatically. So if the Windows firewall is enabled, then it will open the necessary ports. Select the user account, which is the administrative privileges on the View Horizon application. Click on next. VMware customer experience, you can enable it or you can just deselect it. Click on install. Now we can see finish the installation. Just click on finish. Right. So now we have the connection server which is installed. So by default, the connection server will get installed. And we can see Horizon Administrator Console. Just launch this, select a Chrome. Always use this app, select called as a Chrome. Or you can make the Chrome as the default browser. Still, it is getting started. So it would take another 2-3 minutes of time so that all the services get started. Let's wait for it. So once we install it, we have to wait for at least 5 minutes of time so that the services will get started. Then you can just open the Chrome. You can type https:// the server name alvhnsrv01.alvhn.net/admin. So you need to log into the View Administrator Console, your server name /admin. Now we can see the certificate error invalid. Proceed to the enable Adobe. Allow it. So just enter the user account which we specified during the installation of the connection server. So we are given the full permissions on the view administrator application, view horizon application for this user. So now we are able to log into the connection server or the horizon administrator portal, where I can see the licensing and other details of it. So by default, it deploys a self-signed certificate, okay, by this one. So now what we can do is we can get the certificate from the certificate services and we can apply it so that we don't get the certificate errors. So I'm just closing it. The first step what we did is in connection server, then we deployed horizon connection server. Then third step, so get and install the certificate. So we have to get the certificate, install the certificate from the AD certificate services. Let's look at that, how we can do it. So I'm going to the connection server. Open MMC. Add remove snap-in. Select the certificates. Click on add. Select a computer account. Next. Local computer. Next. Say OK. So open the certificate store. So in the personal, we can see the certificate, which is a self-signed certificate, which is being provided by this particular machine during the creation. So what I can do is I'm just here we can see a friendly name VDM. I'm just noting it down because it is going to use this name for certificate recognition, and rest all is fine. So I'm going to rename this. I'm just making this as a blank or a test. Say apply. Now we have to get the new certificate. Request a new certificate. Go to the all actions, request a new certificate. So here we can see AD enrollment policy. Select that. Okay. We can see Windows integrated. Click on OK. Next. So in this screen, select the computer. Go to the details. Click on properties. Select the friendly name as a VDM. Private key. Make the private key exportable. We can see certification authority, the AD server. So make sure that you give the name as a VDM and certification authority. Select this and a private key under the key options. Make sure make private key exportable. So click on apply. OK. Click on enroll. Now this will automatically contact the AD certificate services and get the certificate. We can see now alvhnsrv01.alvhn.net issued by the AD certification service authority name, client certificate, and basically VDM. So once you do that, reboot the server so that the connection server can services will start with the new certificate. Then fourth step, restart the connection server. We'll test the connection server with host FQDN name. So let's wait for a couple of minutes for the reboot to finish. So let me reconnect to the connection server. Now let me check with the admin. So now we have deployed a certificate. We should not get certificate error. Now we can see that we are not getting a certificate error. Let me make this as an home page so that next time when I log in, add a new page. Right. Let me close that. So I can see here along. Now we are not getting any certificate error because we deployed a certificate services which is authorized internally. Login. Right. Now let's look at the how to install the connection horizon replica server or replica connection server we can call it as. So we are going to use 72.16 as the replica server. Log on to replica server, connection server. That is in our case, that is 16. So this is my replica server. So just go to the C drive, copy the software which you downloaded. I can see the connection server. Launch it. Click on next. Accept the license agreement. Click on next. Select flip 7 enable. Here you select a replica server. We can see horizon 7 replica server, IPv4 enabled. Next. So it will ask you the connection server name. The first server, I'm saying I'm providing my first connection server name. Configure Windows Firewall automatically. If you have enabled Windows Firewall, it will open the ports. Click on install. Yeah, this would take roughly around 5 to 10 minutes. So now the installation is finished. Finish it. Now again, so we deploy Horizon replica server. Third step again, we need to get and install the certificate from AD certificate services. So go to the connection server, Horizon replica server, open MMC. Add snap-in. Select the certificates, add, select a computer account. Finish. Okay. Go to the personal certificate. We can see the self-signed certificate deployed. Right click, delete this video, put test. Go to more actions, all tasks, request a new certificate. Select the enrollment policy. Select the computer. Click on details, properties, friendly name, type as VDM. Go to private key, select the key options and make private key exportable. Go to certification authority, ensure that you selected the AD certificate services. Click on OK, enroll. Now it will get the new certificate from the AD certificate services. Now we can see there is a new certificate which is being issued by the ADSR. So now reboot the replica server so that the services will start with the new connection or the new certificate, using the new certificate. Fourth one, restart the replica server. Then fifth step, we need to test the replica server. So let the reboot finish it off. Now let's test the replica server. So open the Chrome. https://alvhn-srv02.alvhn.net/admin. So try to access it. You have to access it using the FQDN name to test the certificate. Working fine or not. Let me enable the Adobe Flash. Now we can see we are not getting any certificate error. So now we are able to log into the Horizon 7. Right, so this way we can deploy the replica server. So if required, we can add up to 7 replica servers into the Horizon environment. Okay, overall, we can have up to 7 servers. Now let's get the trial license and apply on both the servers. So go to the VMware website. Go to the products. Desktop and app virtualization. Go to the Horizon 7. Download a free trial. So if you don't have an account, create a one. So by creating here, you can download the software and you can also get the trial keys. So I'm entering my login credentials. So once you log in, Horizon 7 Product Evaluation Center, those things. Your evaluation has been expired because I already downloaded it and it is basically giving me that. Okay. Then I have to basically create a new account and I have to get the certificates. Okay. So as I see called as a view, my evaluations. So once you go there, you will be able to see called as in this one. Okay. Whatever then which I basically downloaded earlier, it will be there. So let me go to the home. So I'm creating an account. Create your account. It's saying it's already registered. Okay. You have not registered for this product. Click on register here. Once you create an account under the view my, provide your details. Accept the license agreement. Say start free trial. So your evaluation downloads are not available. Your evaluation will expire by March 23rd, 2020. 60 days remaining on your evaluation. Now we can see the license key information and the download packages. Okay, this is your 7.10. Right. Now I'm just checking this license information and let me save it. Yeah. So this way you can get the trial license and evaluation keys, and which we can use it to apply the license on the connection server. So now let's apply the license on connection server and replica server. So first log into the connection server, log into the Horizon administrator. So in case if you're not logged in, go to the browser admin, log in with license and usage. Under the product licensing and usage, we can see edit license. Enter the serial number. So just copy the license key which you got it, and paste it over here. So now we can see Monday 23rd March, which has been expired. Let me go to the connection server 2, that is replica server. So log into the administrator console, Horizon. Go to the view configuration, product licensing and usage, click on edit. Enter the license key. Right. So now we applied the licensing on both the servers, which is connection server as well as replica server. Right. So now let's do one more step now. Let's configure the events database. Events database. So switch to the connection server. Switch to the connection server. Log into the Horizon administrator console. Go to the view configuration. Under monitoring, go to the events. Events database is not configured. Please go to the event configuration. So view configuration, go to the event configuration. So edit database. So database server name. So in our case, you would see SQL Server 198.168.72.17 ALVHN SRV03.ALVHN.net is our database server name. So I'm just giving the fully qualified domain name ALVHN SRV03.ALVHN.net. Database name VH events. So in the prerequisite setup lab, so we created a database called as VH events, and user account and password ALVHN slash and whatever the user account which we give permissions. Select the user account and password, click on OK. So saying I need to double check the data parameters basically to do that. So let's go to the SQL Server and check any Windows firewall is blocking the ports. So let me go to the server. Okay, it is off, firewall is off. Okay, now let's check what is the one H events. Let's try the IP address 72.70. Database is not down or anything. Let's go to the server 3, SQL Server Management Studio. You can see ALVHN SRV03 Windows Authentication. VH events correct. Okay. Let me reboot this server. So click on Event Databases. Provide the FQDN name. Database name VH events. So we created VH events during the prerequisites. So username, the database username, and the let's click on OK. Right. So now we configured the event database on the connection server. Let's go to the '16 server. Refresh it. We can see that the database server name is already been configured. Because the configuration will be the same for both. So log on to connection server, launch the Horizon administrator console, then view configuration, events configuration, deploy the, just click configure events and provide the database device. Provide the DB server and DB details. So this is how we have to set up the connection server and replica servers.